Hi, and welcome to my garage. I'm Van Fidel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to install your GDEMU along with one of these custom 3D printed bottom trays. I will also show you how to install some resistors for your power supply in order to prevent overheating. These are if you are not comfortable desoldering your 12-volt rail. The 12-volt is required for your GD-ROM drive, but it's no longer required if you're using the GDEMU. So it can create heat issues. So these are available online, and the resistors are an optional upgrade you can add on. I'm going to be putting in 3 1K ohm quarter watt resistors, and I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, you can pick this all up in the video that I've put in the link. If you've already got it, let's rock and roll. Okay, so here's all of our parts here. I have my tray, and it comes with the screws that are required for mounting the GDEMU. Here's my GDEMU. This didn't come with anything. This is all that it came with. So nothing to help you mount it or whatever, or install it. No screws or anything. So this guy comes already with the screws ready to rock. So if you do pick up one from the link that I have there, it has everything you need. And then also included are these guys, the resistors, and I'll show you how to install these. Alright, so let's move these aside. And first thing you're going to want to do is remove your modem. So just flip this baby over and let's pull this guy out. One additional comment, you want to make sure you have the right version of Dreamcast for this, and you want to look down here and see that you have a 1 right there. This is number 1, so I'm good to go. So I'm just going to pop this off, and then we're going to take the bottom screws out. One here. Just set these aside. Here. And there's one here. I'll have to get that one. And then one right here. Okay, and let me just get that last screw. Looks like it's, let's see. There we go. All right. Just pop this baby off, and okay, so this is the CD-ROM drive here, or the GD-ROM drive, and that's what we're going to replace with this. So just going to take the screws out for the GD-ROM drive. There are 3, I believe. There's 1. And you don't need to keep these screws from the GD-ROM drive because there's 1 screw that comes with. The last one is back here. Let's see, there we go. Okay, and then you just want to be careful when you pull this out because you don't want to bump the power supply, but it should just lift off after that. There we go. And just throw that baby away. And then next thing you want to do is, I'm just going to move this aside. You want to get this guy ready to go in. So when this thing ships, it has the screws in it. I'm just going to remove them. Okay, that one yeah, this one's coming out too. Okay, and then just position my GDEMU in here. shouldn't be too difficult to get it in. Just see. There we go. Just push it over a little bit. All right. Now all three of my holes are perfectly lined up now, and so I'll just get the screws ready to go. And these screws, I'm not going to tighten them all the way. I'm going to tighten them once I get everything secured into the unit first. So these two that secure the GDEMU. That way there's a tiny bit of wiggle room. Makes it a little bit easier to get everything in. Let me just get this one. And for this screw, I would recommend a magnetic screwdriver, because it's real easy with it. Alright, so I have a tiny bit of wiggle room here, but yeah, not much. Now we're ready to put it into the Dreamcast unit. So, got the Dreamcast here, and then I'm just going to push this thing in, the connector, so now it's connected. And then I'm going to secure this screw first. There we go. Looks like we got that one into position. And then before I put the cover on, there's still a little wiggle room here, and I'm going to wait to secure these screws until after I put the cover on, and that will make sure everything fits perfectly. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to basically take care of this 12 volt so it doesn't overheat your system. Now we don't have the GD-ROM. So you could go ahead and desolder this, and that's a great way to go. You can desolder this, but another option, and I know some people say to use a 300 ohm resistor, but after doing some extensive research, I found it's better to use actually three 1000 ohm resistors and just run them in parallel. So I'm just going to twist these all together, because the 1000 ohms, they won't heat up like the 300 ohm one will. And this is going to give you 333 ohms of resistance. And then I'm just going to insert this guy into this. And it fits really tight. So you're going to put, they're not directional, so don't worry about putting them in backwards. It's fine. So you're going to put one into this all the way far right where it says 12 volts, 12V. And then you're going to put the other end into one of these ground posts. So let's see, I might need to trim this a little bit. I'm just going to go for this ground right here. There we go. Yeah, it looks like I'm just going to trim this a tiny bit. They're just a little bit too long. So okay. And trying to get it in between the two metal pieces, basically. And make sure that it's wedged in there really nice and tight. It's not going to go anywhere when you pull it, if it jiggles or anything. Yeah, that's not in there tight enough. And I shouldn't have cut it. I had it in there perfectly before. Yeah, it's because I don't have a single end. Now I have 3 ends. Here we go. Installed, and that's pretty secure. So that done, we can put the cover back on. And then I'm gonna just open it up and turn it around so you can see it. As I'm putting this down, I'm just gonna make sure this stuff lines up a little bit. That's why I said there you go. Pops right into position. Close the cover, and then you can see the tray's there, and it's installed. It fits perfectly, and now it's time to secure those last screws. So just gonna tighten that one. I'm not gonna go too tight, just a little bit snug, and we're ready to go. GDEMU successfully installed. This one has the extra slots. You can put extra SD cards if you can't fit everything on one card. And then last step, put the unit back together, put the screws back in. So, all right, and we're done. Thanks for watching, and if you want to learn how to install some other Dreamcast parts, take a look at my other videos. Also links for various parts that you can upgrade your Dreamcast with. Thank you.